It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for
a Craig and Ryland Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on
Magic TV.
Absolutely. And we're here with 4 brand new tricks. So if you're looking for new magic and you want to know what it's like, then you are absolutely in the place to be.
Yep.
Grab yourself a cup of coffee, or in your case, a prime. And
got it.
You got it. And it's an orange prime. Why am I not surprised?
It's orange juice.
All we think about these days is orange juice. Anyway, grab yourself a prime or grab yourself a cup of coffee or something and kick back because it's time to look at some new magic. Okay, so first up, Ryan, we've got one of your favourite creators bringing out a brand new trick. He actually always, this is Taiwan Ben and this is the cookie and bottle. Taiwan Ben always messages you on Instagram every time he's got a new trick coming out. Like a few weeks beforehand, he'll message you going, Ryland, got a new trick. And he'll send you the video of it. So we knew about this.
Tricks are so cool.
I know you like Taiwan Ben, don't you? And this is a new Taiwan Ben. I think a lot of Taiwan Ben stuff is super practical.
Very fun.
Super visual.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
always visual.
you use a lot of his stuff. You use his... You use his appearing canes, don't you, in your cane act? But this is Oreo cookie through bottle. And Taiwan Ben has been using a lot, he's been releasing a lot of tricks with cookies. He did the flipper cookie. He did the karate cookie. He did the silk through the cookie. He's got
the ring cookie.
Yeah, that one, remember, yeah.
That's cool.
He's got a ton of different cookie-related
That's
magic.
very fun.
I know.
You know what? I would do it. And I'll go boom, and then I got the cookie for the finger,
Cookies.
and then boom, and now it's whole.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's the bowl.
He does a lot of cookie stuff. And this one is basically the folding coin, the 3-way folding coin with a cookie. It's basically what it is. It's a 3-way. The tutorial is very short. It's like about a 5-minute tutorial.
I think the main effect is all it really needs to say and say. Like there's a couple of extra ideas if you can think of any. But
Well, yeah.
these are the main ones.
So what you get, well, first of all, let's have a look at, you filmed this for Instagram, didn't you? So first of all, let's have a look at the Instagram video of Ryland performing this. And if you don't know what the folding coin is, let's have a look at this video. You'll see exactly what it's meant to be. And then we'll come back into the studio and talk to you about what we think. So that's the routine. That looks amazing. Like when we filmed that, we looked at it afterwards in slow motion, and it really does look like the cookie is going inside the bottle. Like it looks amazing. It looks really, really good. It looks more visual than a standard coin and bottle. And I think the reason is the cookie is bigger, it's black, you use it like a see-through bottle, and it's more visual, the cookie going in, than the coin going in. Which is great. The cookie's really well made.
I think the cookie's bigger than like $1.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Like $1.
it's bigger, so it
No,
looks.
it's $1.
That's one of the reasons it looks a lot better when it goes in.
Because like if you think about it, it's like double the size of the hole. How are you gonna fit that in without breaking it?
Exactly. Now on the first of all, the cookie's really well made.
Also, I figured out how to get it out of the bowl.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a second. The cookie's really well made.
I think you could do it with your fingers. Let's match it up.
I've got pretty big fingers. Maybe.
You might be able to do it.
Well, can we talk about the quality of the cookie first? Then we go. So the quality of the cookie is really well made. You get a band, you get a couple of spare bands, you get everything you need. It really does look like an Oreo cookie. The tutorial, as I say, it's not very long, but it teaches you how to do the routine. It teaches you how to do it the way that you saw Ryland perform it, which is with a normal Oreo and lapping. So Ryland laps it during that performance. If you're not seated at a table and you don't want to lap, you can do a false transfer. There's a few different options. However, he also goes through alternatives and basically pitches a lot of his own products. You know, he talks about the flipper cookie and how you can use a flipper cookie to do the same thing. And he goes through a bunch of different stuff, which is fine. The only negative behind this, so with the coin and bottle, right? And I know you've never done coin and bottle, so let me educate you. The thing with the coin and bottle, and I used to do this all the time, is when you put the coin in the bottle, there is a way that you can shake the bottle and have the coin basically come back out. And you can do that by basically how you shake it. It folds the coin up inside the bottle and it comes into your hand. So the standard coin and bottle...
Yeah, but if you think about it, like a coin's that big and an Oreo cookie like that big.
Exactly.
Like a massive size
And that's the point. So the normal coin and bottle presentation is you take a coin, you even borrow it, you show the coin, you've got the folded up coin, coin here, you take the bottle and you load the coin into the neck of the bottle as you take the bottle. You do the move, and when it goes in, you then shake it out and switch it back for their normal coin. That's basically this. Now, with this particular version, you can't get that coin, you can't get the cookie out of the bottle.
Yeah.
In fact, Taiwan Ben talks about making a hole in the bottle, so when you're practicing the routine, you can reach in through the hole in the bottle and take it out easier. Because you can't, it's physically impossible to take the coin. I even tried using, no, you can take it out. You figured out a way of taking it out. But
what you gotta do is find that where like the middle of it, and like you gotta put your pinky in, and then as you pull it out, it like folds itself up and it just fits through.
But
like,
you wouldn't be able to do that in front of an audience.
Obviously not.
I
mean, you might be able to if you just go.
Well, what I think you'd do if you wanted to do that sort of thing in front of an audience is you'd say, I'll try and pull the cookie out. All I have to do is spin round, or watch, I'm going to do it in 1 second. Or I do it behind my back. If you could teach yourself to do it behind your back,
Oh yeah, I've got
you
like,
say, look, I'm
watch
going to try and pull it out behind my back.
Cookie.
Yeah. But the tutorial doesn't go through anything to do with removing the cookie.
You just thought it was physically impossible.
Yeah, so from the tutorial's point of view, you take the cookie, you put the cookie in, and it's kind of a one and you're done deal. If you want to do this walk around, you buy yourself 10 cookies, because you're not going to be... Now, you've obviously come up with a way of taking it out, which is fantastic.
I bought like 18 Oreo cookies.
I know you did.
They're all gone now.
Yeah, a lot of practice. But that's really everything you need to know.
Like real Oreo cookies. Now after practice, they're all gone.
I tell you where this would be best performed. I don't think this is, at least for me, I don't think this is a close-up trick. I think you could do it close-up, but it's not a close-up trick for me. I think it's great for Instagram, for social media. I think it's amazing. But the other place I think it would work really well is in a kids show. I think you could do a miser's dream with cookies, so you could keep producing cookies. And then you could, after you've done the miser's dream, you'd take one of the cookies out and you go boom.
Look at the coin ladder, but cookie ladder.
Yeah, cookie ladder. Cookie ladder. But look, I'm going to give it 79%. It's the highest rating I can give something if I'm not going to do it. I think there's lots of places that people could do it. There are limitations. As long as you're aware of that, you're going to be fine. It's well made. It does what it's meant to do. It does what it says on the tin. 79% from me.
I'm going to give it 99% just because I think you could probably say that, like, talk about, like, maybe there is a way to get it out if you can think of one.
Okay.
Like possibly you can push it in, but
yeah. John Bannon had an idea that he published years ago with a pair of tweezers.
I was going to say, if you got a pair of tweezers and put them in, then it would just fold itself up.
You should try that later. Anyway, if you like it, that's great. But we're going to move on now to the next review. So next up, we have from Jeff Prace. Jeff Prace is obviously the guy that did the Penrose pendant, which I know you carry around with you everywhere. And the monkey, the key with the thing that jumps from one
corner.
corner.
Moonlight, isn't it?
I can't remember the name of it. Mind? No, it's not Moonlight. Oh, I feel terrible. It'll be down below. Mentals. I can't remember. He's got an amazing... I've known Jeff Prace for years. And since creating his own company, he has been bringing out some of the most... he's been bringing out some of the most innovative magic.
So clever, like.
Some of the most commercial magic you'll ever see. Monkey is great. Penrose pendant is great.
My other one's a little bit old now.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, let's just buy another one then, shall we? Mm. I'm sure he's got them in stock. But so this is the new thing by Jeff Prace, and this is called the Random Card Generator. I think this is one of the best everyday carriers you could ever carry around with you. It's a great EDC. You just literally need this, and you've got a random you can do a very strong prediction of a playing card. Now, here's the thing. This is what you need to know. You're going to see a performance of Ryland doing this in a minute, but before you do, this is what you need to know. When you buy this, you get a deck of them, so you get a whole bunch of these. The reason you do is because you're going to wreck this every time. Every single time that you do this, you're going to wreck it. Now, you're going to see a performance of Ryland doing it in a minute, but in essence, you're going to give this to the spectator. They're going to tear along the strips, the perforated strips, and they're going to make each one of these little pieces into a square. They're going to put them into a glass. They're going to keep eliminating values and suits until they've got one left, and it's going to be the card that you've predicted, right?
Yeah.
In fact, let's have a look at that performance of Ryland doing it, and then we'll talk about the pros and cons.
Okay, so I've got my dad behind the camera, and I've got this little piece of card, and I've also got a prediction. Now, usually, I would get you to rip this up, and you can see we've got all the ace suited king and all the suits.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, usually I'll get you to rip this up, but you're obviously behind the camera, so you can't do it. So we're going to rip it all up.
Okay, and what's the purpose of this?
Because we're going to create a random card, okay? Because
Alright.
usually I can like force it on you, but obviously if I do it like this, it's going to be completely entirely random, isn't it?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to rip it all up.
Okay,
Okay.
this is looking very fair. Okay. Okay, now what?
Okay. Now what I want you to do is I want you to mix them all up.
What, like this?
Yep. Give them a
Yeah.
big shake. Yep. And tip them out. Like that.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Now I'm going to remove all the face down ones.
Okay, so there you go.
So I'm going to remove all of this, and this, this, and this, and this. Okay?
Okay, so we've still
And
got
it's Jack.
suits, and we've still got quite a lot of
Yeah, we've
cards.
still got
There's another face
four.
down one there.
Okay, so we're going to put all of these back in.
Okay,
Mix them up again.
this is very fair, Roland. Okay, mixed.
Tip them out. Move all the face down ones. Like.
Can't see. Let's have a look.
Now, obviously, it's going to have to be a diamond.
Oh, that's the only suit, right?
That's the
Okay,
only
yeah.
suit. And
So
then
we
we've
know
still
it's going to
got-
be a diamond.
So we've still got all of these cards here, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Mix.
Mix them again.
Mhm.
Done.
Okay. Tip them out. 2 cards left.
You can shake it up for me this time.
Okay.
Yep.
Still 2 cards left.
Oh,
Right. 7 of diamonds. That's
Yes,
really,
that
that's
is-
really fair, isn't it?
that is ridiculously fair.
We shaked it so many times and we ended up with the 7 of diamonds. This prediction has been here the whole time. But if you have a look at this, you can see you will pick the 7 of diamonds. Magic. What?
Okay, so first of all, you have to say this is very clever.
Yeah.
Like, this is based on a very old principle. Jeff is very open about how his tricks work. In fact, all of the tricks that he releases, he makes all of the video tutorials available on his website, so you can go and watch them before you decide whether to buy the trick or not.
Cool.
So if you want to know how this works, go and have a look at his website and go and check out the tutorial. But in essence, this is based on a very old principle. But what Jeff has done, which has made it genius as far as I'm concerned, is that you can hand this to the spectator. You could just have this in your wallet, make a prediction however you want to, text somebody, send a text or whatever. You make a prediction. They then now this is the sort of thing that you can't. I suppose you could do walk around, but not really. You need a table to tip stuff out on. You need a glass. You need a bit of space. But you get them to tear this up, put it in the glass, and you keep eliminating until you're down to 2, and it's always going to be the 7 of diamonds. Now, it's genius. It's great. The fact that it's always going to be the 7 of diamonds is the first negative that I want to bring up. It is the
You don't
same.
want to do it to like different tables.
Yeah, it's the same card every single time. So if you're performing at a gig and there's like 7 or they all know each other, you might not be able to. You might not
I'll
want
just
to
be
do
like
this.
listening to what he's saying. I'll just be like sitting there going, yeah.
I'm sorry. Am I taking over again? I'm really sorry.
I was like,
Here's my no. So it's a negative that that it's the same card every time. But Jeff says that he's going to be bringing out new versions of these with different force cards, which is great. Do you think, I haven't spoken to you about this, so I want to know, do you think it's a negative that it's a very weird way to have a card picked? Like, why are you going down this rather than just going, can you think of a card for me?
because I think most people would, you can say like most people would think of just like the same card. So we're going to create a completely random card here.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I just wanted to bring it up with you. I didn't. I think it's something that some people would say, like, "Hey, it's kind of a bit of a weird way to pick a card." But I think the whole process looks so random that I think it would be completely covered by saying, "Hey, this is a random. I'm gonna have you pick a card in the most random way possible." I think that would work. What do you think?
Yeah.
So. The other thing to bring up is I don't think this is the sort of thing that you'd want to do in a gig. I think it's, or maybe you would. Maybe I don't. Maybe you would. Maybe. What do you think? Because it's kind of a bit of a long process.
Yeah.
It's going to take about 2 or 3 minutes to go through this whole thing.
If you want to do it like slow, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take like 2 or 3 minutes. It's not very kind of fast paced, is what I mean. Now that might fit people's styles. It doesn't fit my style. It does kind of fit your style when you do close-up. It fits your style more. But for me, the real kind of value in this is throwing one of these in my wallet as an everyday carry. Just taking a couple of these, throwing them in a wallet, and I'm good to go. If somebody says, "Hey, show me a trick," I go, "Well, I've got this. Have you seen one of these before? It's a random card generator. Let's do something completely random, shall we?"
Yeah.
And I also love the fact that at the end of the routine, you leave the pieces with them and they can do it again. If you leave the pieces with them and they think, "Well, let me try it again," it's going to be a different outcome for them every single time, which I think is great because it just means that the magic is extended beyond when you've left. And I think that I would have this in my wallet and I would be ready to go with this at a moment's notice. I love this. I think this is really good. What's your thoughts on it? Because you don't do card tricks.
I think this is very cool, but I might not do it in my close-up.
Really?
Yeah.
I
think like just say stop. It's just random enough because there could be any one of those 52 cards.
But you got to carry a deck of cards around with you then. But I suppose
Yeah.
you always have a deck of cards with you.
Yeah, but if you're gonna get someone to pick a card, and you're gonna do a card trick, they're gonna need a deck of cards.
Well, you could just say, "I haven't got a deck of cards on me, but we'll pick a card in a really random way."
Yeah, but I think if you're gonna use this to create a random card, you're gonna want a trick for it.
Well, the trick could be, this is your card. No? No.
You don't know what I mean, do you?
I do. I'm being facetious. I like this. I think this is really
It
good.
is very cool.
I
I might not use it. So.
think it's a very clever method. I think it's very fooling.
very, very clever.
I'm going to give this 95%. I would definitely do this. This is going in my... next time you see me, ask me to show you this because I guarantee you will have one of these in my wallet and I will happily show it you.
You won't have one in your wallet.
I will have one in my wallet.
You have more than one.
I have like 4 or 5 of them in my
Yeah,
wallet.
because every time you do it.
Yeah, this would be one of the best everyday carries I've got. This is amazing.
Yeah, I might actually do this. I might just carry it around in my wallet.
Oh, and if one of your mates at school says, "Show me a card trick," I haven't got a deck of cards, but I do have my random card generator right here, created by Prace.
Yeah.
So what rating are you going to give it? Because first of all, you said you're not going to do it. Now you said you might do it.
Yeah,
What are you giving it? I'm giving it 95.
Was it giving 95? Yeah, I think I'm going to give it 95%.
He just copies all the time. 95% from Ryland, 95% from me. Right, here we go. We're going on to the next review. It's one of Ryland's favourite magicians. Bear that in mind. Okay, so like I said, this next product is by one of Ryland's favourite magicians. This is Jeki Yoo. Cue the Jeki Yoo impression.
Huh?
Cue the...
Oh my!
Oh my!
Oh my!
And this is called Sleek Card to Shades. Now, what is this?
This is awesome.
Tell everyone what it is.
Basically, you got this like card,
Yeah, a credit card.
like a credit card, and you just go. Now it's like a massive like pair of sunglasses. You just go.
Yep, and you just like put the sunglasses on.
Now you look cool because you like big gap. It's like these really dark glasses.
Well, it says on the side, easy to perform,
Yep.
fashionable,
Yep.
and visual.
Yep.
You did this for Instagram, and Jeki shared it, which was very, very nice. I'm going to... Yes, of course we did.
Good.
I'm going to play the video of this being performed, and then after the video, we'll talk about what we think. So when I first watched the tutorial for this, I thought to myself, this is not the most practical trick in the world, because how are you going to get into this in the middle of a walk around gig? Like, it's great for walk around. There are angles. It's great for walk around, but how are you going to get into it? Because like you have to kind of have the card in a specific position.
Yeah.
But then as I was watching the tutorial, Jeki talks about how he does this mainly on stage, and he has his case, and he talked about how he sets this up in the case. So he does this to music, and he goes into the case and brings out the credit card, does that and puts the glasses on, and then goes into whatever routine he's going to go into. And I think for stage, if you do magic to music, and you're the sort of person who likes performing magic on stage to music, then this would be worth its weight in gold, because stage performers are always looking, especially stage performers that do a lot of manipulation. They're always looking for, that would be you. They're always looking for routines where, something different happens. Yeah, and this is different. I love the idea of going into the case, pulling out a credit card, turning it into the glasses, put the glasses on. Yeah, I love that. I really do. I still think this is probably not for walk-around performers. This is not the sort of trick you can do, because there are angles. What would the angles be, would you say? I think it would be about 180. Yeah. If you're looking at the side, you're going to see how this works.
Yeah.
So you have to really be in front or it's an angle.
179, you would see it.
Yeah.
So it's not one.
Oh, if you're 179, you'd probably be dead. But, you mean angles. Sorry, I thought you meant age. Dad joke incoming. For stage, this is totally not a problem if you're a stage performer. I reckon in a kid's show, this would work really well as well. Doing this in a kid's show. I went shopping for a new pair of sunglasses the other day, but they had no sunglasses. Can you not do that? That's the most disgusting way to drink a prime ever. Please stop. I got this. I even took my credit card, but the shop didn't have any sunglasses. But don't worry, I thought with your help, we can make some sunglasses. Can you all say abracadabra, boom? I think this would grow great.
Cool.
What?
If you said, I just have enough, well, plus an extra penny, and then as you do it, you see, oh, there's my extra penny.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. But if you're a walk-around performer, this is not going to work. Even if you're a table hopper, if you work restaurants, you could control the angles by walking up with the card. But then if anybody's looking for the size, they're going to see how it's done. So I wouldn't recommend it. So really, stage, parlour, formal close-up, that's where you're going to be. If you're a walk-around performer, it ain't going to be for you. Street performers, great. If you do Instagram, it's great. I don't completely agree with easy to perform. I think it takes a little bit of practice.
No, it's easy. After you practice it, it's easy. Once
Yeah.
you know how to do it, it's easy.
Yeah, once you know how to do it, it's
I got my
easy.
new backrest, haven't I?
Sorry?
I got my new backrest, I forgot.
You got your new what?
Backrest?
Your new backrest.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this 79%. I'm not going to do this. It's not the sort of thing that would work for me. I can't wear sunglasses because I've got these on anyway, so it's not going to work for me. Don't take my glasses off. Please don't do that. I can't see without those.
Whoa.
Thank you.
How did you know I was?
I guessed. 79%, what are you giving it? Right, no, seriously.
No,
Come
I
on.
wanna
Ryland,
say-
are you going to be silly again?
No.
Right. 79% from me, what are you giving it?
No, 100.
100%? 100%, are you sure? Okay. 100%. 100%.
Plus Julian.
Plus two. 100. Somebody said in the comments the other day, what's a tulip? and Michael just replied to them and went, it's a bird with a bow and arrow.
That speaks.
Make of that what you will. Okay, so Ryland's giving it 100%. Jeki Yoo's probably watching this going, Ryland's giving it 100% plus tulip. What the hell is a tulip? Basically, it's Ryland's favourite character in Zelda, so if you get a tulip, it means it's above 100%. Okay, the last one is by N2G, and it's N12. We've got to N12. We started reviewing these at N1.
And we got the N others, and we got like...
Yeah, we started reviewing this.
What was this, like the N?
Oh yeah, there's an R2G and an N2S and God knows what. There's loads of these, but we're on to N12. And if this was a film series and we're on the 12th film, this would be the film.
This would actually be the 100th film.
Well, no, this would be the film where all of the critics said, please stop making films because honestly, you've jumped the shark and this is just not absolutely worth watching, and that's where we are with N12. N12 is, in my opinion, the biggest pile of poop that I have ever seen in my entire life. Normally, N2G are decent. Normally, N2G bring out decent tricks. There are issues with them. Their tutorials are an absolute abomination. There's no live performances.
The only good thing about their tutorial this time was it like their penthouse sort of thing.
Yeah, but they always film it in the same
The only thing
sort.
was it's a nice place.
It's a nice penthouse, but it's still a hotel room that they film most of their stuff in.
They just probably said, "Can we just pay for 1 hour in this thing?"
But I want to
Wow.
explain why this particular coin set is so terrible, because honestly, this is just dreadful.
I probably just want it just because I get to use it. For once, I found a Chinese shell.
Well, let me
Just to find one. I got one.
I'm going to show you a video of me performing
you
this
lost
first
mine.
of all.
Did
Yeah,
you?
it's upstairs it's upstairs. I'm going to show you the video of me performing this first of all. Then after the performance, I'll talk to you about why this is so bad.
Okay, I want to show you something with this. This is a coin from China. It's a genuine, authentic fake. Now, you can see it's red, but what's important is the symbols or the characters on the coin. You'll notice there's 2 on this side, and you'll notice there's 4 on this side. Now, these just look like decorative characters or writing, but in actual fact, this is how Chinese magicians make money. I know it sounds ridiculous, but look at this side, the one with the 4 characters, because you see, if I just pull, I can actually take all 4 of those characters off. The 2 characters on this side are still there, but all 4 of the characters have come off. Now, if I take these characters and I hold them in my hand and I give them a little shake, I can turn those characters into 4 real Chinese coins. And that is how Chinese magicians make money.
Okay, so that was the performance, and I'm going to take the lead on this review because I've got very clear thoughts to talk about with this. So like I said, N12 is normally quite good. And even though their tutorials are terrible, and even though it takes you about 1,000 times to watch it to figure out what's going on because they just gloss over the most basic of moves.
Funny because it's true.
The stuff is decent, and I actually use some of it. However, this is just dreadful. Let me explain why it's dreadful. Now, you saw the performance. That's what it is. You show a coin. You show that it's got 4 symbols on this side. You rub. You take the symbols off. You shake, and they turn into these 4 coins. So it's basically a coin production of 4 red coins by pulling the symbols off this coin. That's what it is. Now, first of all, like I said, there's no live performance. Second of all, the tutorial is around about 8 minutes long. Now, bear in mind that the method behind this, and I have to explain the method behind this is to classic palm 4 coins.
Wow.
That's what you've got to do.
Well, finger palming.
Now, there's no mention on their ad copy, there's no mention on anything that this is incredibly difficult to do. To be clear, classic palming 4 coins, well, you can classic palm, so
I can
probably.
classic palm a normal coin, but
So,
classic palm 4 coin.
yes, you can.
I can, but it don't look that good.
Well, it's okay.
Does that
If
look
you have a coin here at the fingertips, you'll be fine. Yeah, that's. But a lot of people can't classic palm 1 coin, let alone 4 coins. I know that. But you've got a classic palm. So let me explain. You've got a classic palm 4 coins, and they don't teach you how to do that. They don't go through how to classic palm.
They just say classic palm 4 coins.
Yeah, that's
put
it.
the coin in the fingertips.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah.
Now, the next part is this is a gimmicked coin. And it's as Ryland said, a locking shell. You need a bang ring to separate it. Think Scotch and soda. Because the other part of it is the shell is in finger palm. So you've got 4 coins in classic palm, and you've got the shell in finger palm. This is your opening position. Like, at this point, you're feeling like Reed McClintock, right? And then the method is to just take out the coin, show it on both sides, put the coin inside the shell as you pull off the things, and then shake and show this. There's no other alternative handlings or anything like that. That is what it is. And they don't even give you a practical method to get into this position. They don't say, this is how you want to get into this position where you have 4 coins classic palmed and 1 shell finger palmed. They don't really tell you how to get into that position at all. They just say, start in that position. which is just ridiculous.
That
The other thing is, you don't need, I wish I had another Chinese coin this size, but I haven't. Because you don't, let's just pretend that this is a Chinese coin this size. We'll take one of the classic palm coins. You don't need,
I think there is a bunch of
it doesn't matter. You don't, no, it doesn't matter. You don't need, so this is the starting position, right? You don't actually need the shell to do this. If they supplied this as a normal coin and a normal coin with 4 things on it, you could very easily just do a spellbound whoop, and achieve the same thing and do that. The gimmick does absolutely nothing. And you're thinking, well, the spellbound's a difficult move. Maybe they didn't want you to do spellbound. Well, then why bring out a trick that involves classic palming 4 coins and finger palming a shell at the same time? That's the hard part. Adding a shell on top of that regular coin does nothing, absolutely nothing at all. You could very easily, like I say, if you just had this here in finger palm, let's just assume this is the real coin. You just come over, you do a spellbound, you pull them off, you do this, boom, job done. And then you don't have to get the bang ring to bang the coin out to separate it to start again. But to be honest with you, if you were going to do this, there's a million different ways you could do this. That I can think of about 4 or 5 different ways that you could do this that wouldn't involve classic palming a coin. For example, put these coins in a quiver or put them in a special purse holder or something like that. Just do a Bobo switch or do a spellbound or something. So you take the coin out of the quiver, you do this, and you put them in there, you show them in there, they're empty, you shake, and then the coins come out. You could have the coins in your pocket, and you do the spellbound, and the things come off. You then take this, you put it away, and you pick these up, and you do that. There's a million different ways you could do with it. But they couldn't be asked to put a tutorial together that explained any of that. No. They half-assed their tutorial like they normally do. They came up with the weakest, most ridiculous, stupidly hard technique in order to do the basic of tricks. Nobody's ever going to do this. You want this just because you like the coins. Yeah, it's got absolutely nothing to do with wanting to do this trick. This trick will, I know, this trick will never get done. This trick, nobody will ever do it. Nobody. It's basically a coin production. Honestly, N2G, we've had this discussion before over the review show. Sort yourselves out. If you're going to bring a trick out, have some pride in the trick that you're bringing out. Pride. Have some pride in the trick that you're bringing out. Actually show some respect for the customers. You know those people that are giving you the money to finance more crappy magic sets and more crappy coin sets? Those people that are buying your tricks, actually have, just have some respect for them. And maybe if you've got a half-assed naff idea, either sit on it for a while and expand it into something a little bit better, or shelve it and come up with something else. Because this is just weak at best. And the fact that you don't put any live performances on, how difficult is it to get an iPhone, go out into the street and just film yourself doing it? If this is such a good trick, if you stand by this trick, and if you stand by this trick and you think that this is a good trick, why in the hell aren't you going out there and getting a live performance? Because it's terrible, it's awful, it's dreadful. And all you're doing is churning out more crap that is going into people's bottom drawers. And even when you bring something good out, it's not good because there's no tutorial. People message me going, do you think you can help me figure out how to do this trick? Because I can't figure out the tutorial. N2G, this gets 0% from me. Sort yourselves out or just get out of the magic production game. I've had enough of wading through your crap coin sets to find the odd good one that people can't perform because they don't know the tutorial. N12, good God, it's dreadful. 0%. What about you?
I give it 1% because the tiny coins look cool.
1%?
And no review show in the bag. There's no review show in the bag. There's no review show in the bag.
Did you just hit me over the head with a bottle of Prime?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are, Logan Paul? Grief. That is another review show in the bag. Guys, thank you once again for joining us right here on Magic TV.
Sleeper!
Don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, just like the video, subscribe to the channel. Now, if you want to follow Ryland the Kid Magician, he is Ryland the Kid Magician on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And don't forget, if you want to join the Net Tricks, which is my online streaming platform for magicians, where we add more tricks every single week, it's www.thenettricks.com.
Cookies.
Try .cookies. If it doesn't work, try .com.
No, cookies.
Ow. We'll be back again next week. We made it all the way through without you being silly. What happened at the end? We'll be back again next week. Thanks a lot for watching.
The sound.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.